Welcome to lesson 7, example number 1, and has given us 2 4-inch nominal Douglas fir members, and they're connected by 7/8 inch bolts as shown below. And I went ahead and kind of reproduced that right here. It also says what is a safe load P, which I didn't show P, but this is P. What is a safe load? So find P. So first thing you want to do is you want to identify that it's a single shear. I mean, if you're looking at it from this angle, it looks like this. And then the bolts are coming through like that. And you just need to recognize that it's single shear because there's only one plane right here. And if there were another down here, then you could say that's a double shear. But go ahead and look over that. You need to be able to understand that. And after you did that, what you want to do is you want to go to the table on the previous page, page 121 of the study guide, and it's table 23-1-F, holding power of bolts. So you want to go and say, okay, we have single shear, we have 7/8 inch bolts, and it says length of bolt and main wood member, and we want to go down to 3.5 since it's 4-inch. Remember, this is nominal, which sometimes it gets a little confusing. This is nominal, meaning it's a 2x4, let's say, or 4x4. Let's say it's 4x4. It's a 4x4, so it's actually nominal, and then actual is 3.5 inch by 3.5 inch. So you go in, and then you go over. You go 3.5. You go single shear. We go over, and you can see that it has two different things, and it has 1,790, and it has 695, and then it has single P and then single Q. And if you go up to the top, you can see what P and Q equals. P equals safe loads parallel to grain in pounds, and Q is safe load perpendicular to grain in pounds. And as you can see, we actually have kind of both situations here. This is going through both. Since it's perpendicular. This beam. Let's change colors real quick. Would be perpendicular to the grain, and this beam right here would be parallel. Or, I'm sorry, I'm going to change that. That's parallel, and this one's perpendicular. This beam is going to be perpendicular. So we actually have both. And when you have both, you just want to go ahead and say you take the minimum. The minimum is going to control. So what did we say? I'm going to go back to my other page. We said we had 1,790 pounds, and we had 695 pounds. So this 695 pounds is going to control, because if one of these beams or members, let's call them, gives, if it rips out or whatnot, then you lose it on both counts. So you take the lesser of the two. And it looks like we have 2 bolts, and we assume these 2 bolts are what we want. So we say 2 times 695 pounds equals 2 times 695, 1,390 pounds. And that is what our P is. That's what the highest P we can handle. We can handle anything less than that. And of course, if you wanted to say, well, how much could we could put in more bolts, and you could increase this as such. For instance, since we have 4 bolts now, you would change this number to 4. But that's not the answer. That's not what we're looking for. We were looking for this, since we did have the graphic showed 2 bolts. And if it were me writing the problem, I probably would have said you have connected by 2 7/8 inch bolts, and it would have been a little bit more clear. But we assumed the graphic showed 2 bolts, and therefore we use 2 bolts right here. Alright, thanks. I'll see you on the next video.